Hello, my windswept peeps. This is Kat, aka Kakibot, and welcome to part 2 of our series about the North Coast 500. We have in our previous video covered the East Coast, and now we have finally made it to the North Coast. Our last video ended at Jono Groat, which some suckers think is the northernmost part of Scotland, when in fact it's here, Dunnet Head, which kind of looks like a little turtle. It looks like a ginormous turtle, half sunken into the sea. That's what I'm seeing in it. Let me know in the comments below, what shape do you think Dunnet Head has to you? So it is now afternoon. We are gonna travel through Thurso into Bettyhill, and next morning from Bettyhill we're gonna follow the north coast further towards Cape Wrath and slightly beyond, and yeah, we're gonna see. I honestly don't know where we're gonna end this video. I am not ready to make that commitment just yet. So yeah, let's have a look at Scotland's northernmost point. Not just Scotland's, all of Great Britain's. And then let's travel through the north. The north of Scotland is known to be a haven for surfers, and apparently some of the coast around Thurso and Caithness produces similar waves you'd see in Hawaii, just a lot colder. The town of Thurso is a really cute place to make a stop if you're in need of a lunch or a souvenir, and again, it's been voted the 6th most Instagrammable surfing spot right after Californian and Hawaiian locations. The Bettyhill Hotel had some of the most beautiful views of the whole trip. Unfortunately, it wasn't really possible to walk down to the Torresdale beach it overlooked, but Bettyhill has its own little beach by the far bay, which felt just so intimate and serene. In Bettyhill.
No, we are not.
We are in Bettyhill. We are staying here at the Bettyhill Hotel, and you can probably hear from some of the noises around us. We are by the sea. We are at the Bettyhill beach. Here in Bettyhill, everything is named Bettyhill. It's absolutely wonderful. You can definitely tell that the weather when you do North Coast 500 is changing like hour to hour. We started on a very dark day. It still worked. It was still beautiful, but yeah, right now it's just absolutely stunning.
Perfect,
and I tried to take more footage. I'm unfortunately quite low on memory card, space, but I chose to talk to you instead of more shots of beautiful nature. We're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna still take some shots, I think, of the beautiful surroundings, and tomorrow we're gonna do the rest of the North Coast. What about you? What you gonna be doing tonight?
I don't know, playing Zelda and drinking beer maybe.
I think there's still beer in the car.
Yes, there is.
We did it. We made it. Sounds of Simon being angry to classical music.
Two numpties who don't know how to pass. Oh, you can do it. You can do it.
Having a great time?
Wonderful.
We are at Smoo Cave. This is one of the main sites of the northern part of NC 500, and you can actually take like a proper tour of the cave. Not just this like outside bit, but inside for £10. It takes about 25 minutes. But I have seen the horror movie The Descent multiple times, therefore I shall not partake in this activity. Maybe next time. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to come back here sometime and face my fears. After visiting Smoo Cave, visit the Balnakeil Craft Village. It's a good spot for finding unique gifts and also what is supposedly the best hot chocolate ever. I loved that you can order it with a set of chocolate chasers and try local chocolatier's work for a friendly price. Also, this. From this area, you can take the ferry that takes you toward the Cape Wrath minibus. Yes, if you want to make it to Scotland's most northwest mainland spot, you will be taking a boat and a minibus. Another spot to hop on a ferry, the Tarbet ferry to Hunda Island. The island is managed by the Scottish Wildlife Trust, and you might get lucky and run into some rare bird colonies here. The Newton Lodge Hotel has a little bistro, which served a limited but delicious menu. Most importantly, it overlooked the stunning area of Kylesku. Thank God, because the Midge situation was getting out of hand. So I wouldn't recommend any alfresco dining. And for breakfast, porridge. But because we had a big day ahead, I also got a veggie breakfast. Turns out you can absolutely order 2 breakfasts in some of the B&Bs. We finally made it to the west coast. As you can see behind me, the beautiful area of the Kylesku bridge and Kylesku itself. That bridge tends to be on every single guidebook for NC 500, so it is an important place to go to. Obviously, you might just drive over it, but it's kind of nice to like stay here and enjoy the whole area. We stayed here at the Newton Lodge, which is this kind of like smallish, oldish hotel, but it's, you know, it's kind of upscale-esque. One thing that I'm gonna say, that when the Midge season starts, fanciness of a hotel doesn't really matter, because you will not be able to open windows, therefore you will boil in your bed, because otherwise the alternative is you get eaten alive. So decisions. If, like me, you feel like a Midge Magnet, don't forget that in my Etsy store I sell an actual nice metal enamel pin that says just that. You can be a designated Midge Magnet of your group. Actually, I think that in our group it's Simon, but I do take like 10% of the Midge attacks and he seems to be getting the other 90. When you're being attacked by midges, you can wear something very fashionable like this. Hello. I feel like Well then, new kink unlocked. So one thing I'm gonna say about traveling the north coast part of the NC 500 is that it's very geologically dramatic. It is the area of NC 500 where it could really pass for Iceland or Norway or Skyrim or Skellige or Middle Earth. We actually spent most of our day driving yesterday listening to epic video game and movie soundtracks, which I fully recommend. Now, as a little reward for making it all the way to the end of this video, which was probably mostly slow-mo shots of pretty rocks, here are some reject thumbnails that didn't make it to the actual thumbnail of this video. Alrighty, that is it from me for now. I'm gonna immediately start working on that third video in which we discover more of the west coast, but also kind of the inland going back into Inverness. So stay tuned, that video is gonna be coming soon, or maybe it's already on. Make sure you check out my channel and make sure you visit me on Instagram under Kakibot and Kakiblog. You can always send me a message there, say hi, and yeah, check out all the other things I do, including my Etsy store and my photography. Yeah, I'm a creative beast. Alrighty, now I'm off to a boat trip and we will be taking you with us in the next video. Okay, see you soon. Bye, you Midge Magnets.